So I'm at 9040 Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood on the famed Sunset Strip. And right now 9040 is, well, it's this hotel that's in construction. But it used to be a very high-end restaurant called Scandia. Scandia was a Scandinavian restaurant that was everything, and everyone wanted to go there and be seen there and have dinner there. Celebrities flocked to it, had very wealthy clientele. As a matter of fact, I was there. When I was about 10 or 12, my daddy took me there, and it was the most amazing experience for a little girl to remember. But they had a dress code. They were so fancy. Men, if you showed up without a coat and tie, you were given a coat and tie to have dinner in. Or you couldn't eat there. So let's head back to the kitchen because I want to tell you more about this ghost restaurant, and I want to make a recipe for you off the menu, which is just awesome. So I'll see you back at YesterKitchen. And we're back in the kitchen. Welcome to YesterKitchen. I'm Jill. I have been studying retro food history and vintage food history for over 30 years. I've taken more cooking classes than I can count, and I'm the founder of YesterKitchen. And if you're having fun, please subscribe, like the videos, comment, and share with your friends. Really appreciate it. You're helping the channel grow. Ghost restaurants were really popular during some period in time, and they're no longer there. But their stories and their history live on, and their recipes live on, and that's what we're gonna do today. So Scandia was considered the epitome of fine dining. It was a Scandinavian restaurant. It opened in 1947 and it closed in 1989. And during its heyday, it was the place to be. You couldn't get a reservation. It was open for lunch and dinner, and we're gonna do a lunch dish that was the most popular thing on the menu. And it was also the most requested recipe during a column that the LA Times had that's still around. It's over 30 years old, called Culinary SOS, where people would write in and go, I had this amazing dish at this restaurant. Can you please find it? And they would find it and they would publish it. And this particular recipe called chicken salad con tiki pretty much was at the top of the list. One of the most requested recipes they had ever received. So let's get started on it, and I'll tell you more about the restaurant. So chicken salad con tiki is really a curry chicken salad. It is tasty, it is delicious, and it is a classic from a Sunset Strip restaurant in the 1970s. So first we're gonna start with the dressing. We've got our happy little bowl, and here it is. And now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a half a cup of sour cream. In that goes. And then we're gonna add a half a cup of mayonnaise because it's what they tell us to do. So we got those two going. And we're gonna mix them around a little bit. This recipe is so quick and so easy and so delicious. Now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of curry powder. Straight up yellow curry powder from the market will be fine. And there it goes. And it's gonna make such a pretty yellow color. We're also, while we're mixing that in, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of lime juice. Please make it fresh. That bottled stuff, you just don't know how fresh it is. So in that goes. And that's pretty much our dressing. We just wanna mix it really, really well to make sure everything is incorporated and everyone is getting along. And now all we're gonna do is we're gonna add a pinch of salt. If you're a measurer, try 1/8 of a teaspoon, or if that, and a couple grinds of pepper. And then this is not an exact measurement, so taste it. If it needs more salt, add more salt. If it needs more pepper, you know what to do. So anyway, here's our dressing, and that's pretty much it. Now, move all this out of the way, and we're gonna bring in our big bowl. There's our big bowl. So the first thing we're gonna add is 2 cups of chopped, cooked chicken breast. And that's how I made it. And into the bowl it goes. Now, I wanna kind of tell you a little bit about Scandia. I want you to see Scandia. So Scandia, you saw the outside, which is no longer Scandia. I want you to see what it looked like. So here is a picture of the inside of Scandia. Look how fancy it was. Everybody dressed to the nines. There were literally waiters everywhere. They would circle around, they would refold your napkin, they would fill your water, they would make sure every need was taken care of. These were the celebrities that came in, the very wealthy people that came in, and they catered to them. It was quite the thing. Now here's a picture of the outside of Scandia during the day. This is what you would see when you were coming to have lunch, such as this thing we're making. And here it is at night. And look at the cars, and look at the way people are dressed. It's just fantastic. So there's some history behind it, and now we're gonna continue with the salad. So to these 2 cups of chicken breast, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of finely diced celery. Everyone in the pool. And we're gonna add a tablespoon of chutney. What is chutney? Well, chutney is an Indian condiment. There are so many different kinds of chutney. The most common is called Major Gray, and that's what you're gonna find in the markets. And it's like a mango, ginger kind of taste. It's tangy, it's sweet, it's a little sour all at the same time. It's fabulous, a little goes a long way. You can use any chutney you like if you're familiar with all the chutneys. But this is just what you can find in the markets pretty easily. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna add is a 1/2 cup of grated fresh coconut. Do not use that bag sweetened stuff. If you don't have coconut, you can leave it out, but I highly recommend you go find yourself a fresh coconut, grate it up, and put it in here because it's amazing. So in it goes, 1/2 cup. And now we're gonna mix all that together. Look how perfect that is. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our dressing. And that is pretty much it. So as long as we can't go to Scandia anymore, we can at least keep it alive through the memories of food. And this is what I'm talking about learning history through food. It's just the way to go, and it's way more fun. Okay, so now we have our chicken salad all mixed up and perfect. So now we just need to serve it. And I've gotten into these cute little period piece tablecloths. So today, I have this gorgeous, very, very, very fancy tablecloth for a very, very fancy restaurant. So we put that there. And the way they served it at Scandia is in a cantaloupe half. So I have one right here on my best china because might as well go with the flow. And I haven't used it in years, so it gave me a good excuse. And all we're really gonna do, put our chicken salad right into our cantaloupe. Talk about fancy. This recipe will probably fill 1 cantaloupe, 2 halves. And now I just wanted something green on top, but I didn't want to go get a whole thing of parsley for a few sprigs. So instead, I chopped up a little bit of the celery leaves. So it keeps the same theme, adds the color. I don't know if Scandia did this. It was not on the menu, it was not on the recipe. This is a little Jill thing. But look, just kind of sprinkle on top, makes it perfect. So take a look at this. This is chicken salad con tiki, and it's fabulous, and it's easy, and you are still learning your history. So if you had fun, please subscribe, please like the videos, and oh, I've got a question for you. What long lost ghost restaurants do you know? I would love to hear about it. Tell me the name of the restaurant, where it was located, tell me if you had any personal experience with it, and maybe some memorable dishes out of it. And you never know, maybe one day I'll be making them here on YesterKitchen. I love to learn about history, and just learning more about it through you guys would be awesome. So as always, try the recipe, talk about the history, and always remember history has never tasted so good.